Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are out here in beautiful Northeast Oregon. I guess we're kind of Central East Oregon at this point. And as I continue to pursue my interest of zeolites of the Pacific Northwest, I find myself constantly following in the footsteps of Rudy Chernick and going to the places he went to, the places he wrote about, and that has led me out here to the Beach Creek Quarry on this somewhat chilly April afternoon. You can see we still have some snow across the way here. That's a little breezy. Let's walk around and look at some of the rocks here. The zeolites are abundant. They seem like they're kind of in everything. So we're gonna crack some rocks, look for some good pockets that I can wrap up, take home, study, look at under the microscope, and it should be pretty good because there's tons of it. As we walk in here, I'll just show you a comparison of some of the pictures that he took and me lining up that exact same shot where he took it from today, which is interesting, kind of like that then and now, if you will. They'll be on the website as well, currently rockhounding.com. Man, it's just so abundant in here. We're gonna split up some rocks, but you can just grab something like that. Granted, that just fell apart. That's pretty weathered. I'm sure I can just pop that out with my hand here. Yeah, I mean, that's all weathered up, but you get it. You get it. There's lots and lots all throughout here. You can pretty much just look down and grab a rock and start breaking them up. It does kind of shift the material that's coming down. Now, originally, this quarry was dug out by the Forest Service in the 60s to build roads out of some of this. And there it sat. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna have to break some stuff. We're gonna have to do some breaking here. That's pretty cool, but that's also been weathered probably at least several months. Being that it's April, we're probably the first ones here. So that's something to take note of. I gotta go grab some gloves, and we got a lot of space. Seems like there's a big sloughing zone over there, and the material's slightly different. And then we have this here, and that right over there where Sarah is at. There's no way that I'm gonna work on this slope. So I'm just kind of going through, and Sarah's kind of going through over there, and we're filling a little bucket so that you can bring it down to the flat and crack into it. Because trying to split something up there, I mean, you can kind of assume that if something has a certain type of vug on the outside and it's weathered, or has a vug, vesicular basalt, the individual vugs that you see on the outside continue onto the inside. So bring it off the slope and make a little work area, I think. Pretty much my goal is to have some representative perkies that I fill, some micro mounts, and between 1 and 4 maybe cabinet specimens would make me happy. So don't want to take too much back, both because the vehicle is already a little full. We have other locations that we plan on visiting and have already visited out here on this trip. Yeah, I mean, that's just full, absolutely full. I like it when the problem at a location is it's so abundant that you have to spend some time figuring out what to bring home. That's a good problem to have. I have this pocket right here of cobazite, mostly cobazite. And I'm going to try to knock some of this off so I'm not bringing the rest of the rock back because, well, I'd much rather leave some of it here and then maybe take it to the saw later on. Yeah, I mean, cut that out. That's a big that's too much. So, okay, I have this, for me, for something to be a cabinet specimen, it needs to be at least 50% specimen, 50% host rock, preferably like 75% specimen, 25% host rock. That's just me. If I can't, there's no...
You could cut it.
Yeah, I'd have to cut it with, but if, yeah, well, I'm going to put this one aside and come back to it later, I think. Because, yeah, that's a problem, you know, but hey, we have a whole quarry of stuff. So that's good that we can
This one has,
pick and choose.
and that it's like more like long, thin, skinny crystals.
Yeah. I don't exactly know what that is. I made the mistake of leaving my jeweler's loop on my desk before coming here. Oh well. Oh, it's nice to feel a little bit of sun. It absolutely dumped rain on us last night. So it's nice to feel the tiniest amount of warmth. I want to look at that right there in the middle of your screen. Materials just a wee bit different here. Okay, like that. I'm not sure what that is. And that, we'll probably take that one. See if we can reduce that guy down just a little bit. Pretty much, Rudy stood in this exact spot and took a photo when he was here, except he was a little more zoomed in or cropped in because of the camera he had. He was probably more like that with his photo. No trees back when he was here. Yeah, look at this piece right here. That's good. I also see that right there. That could be a good one. I just have to keep coming back and forth to right here. It's very crumbly, very hard to walk. Oh, wow. Well, is that Levine? I think that's just going to be a piece in of itself. Now I got to try to get back through this without falling.
Wow, that's cool. That's a really good one.
And then there's just the pieces over there are different, and I think they're better. I find it to be really fascinating when we go to these locations and you maybe have 50 feet between two different spots, and the material can change so dramatically in such like a short span of distance, you know? All of this seems really good. It's probably coming from up there, but I don't want to go up there. And heck, I think I see some good pieces just sitting right here. This site is definitely a little bit of a ankle twister, for sure. It didn't take very long up in here for us to get a whole bunch of really nice specimens. Let me show you what we have, and then well, I got to wrap them up. We got to get all of this stuff home, and I made the mistake of not having enough packing material for a multi-stop zeolite collecting trip. So we're gonna have to detour. We're gonna have to go find ourselves a general dollar store, Family Dollar, and go get some tin foil and stuff. But let's look at the specimens. Here we go. So these 3 or 4 rocks, I'm kind of looking at them like they are good, and I will take them back and break them up back at the house and process them in a more controlled way. On this side of the table, I have some tiny specimens, which I think are very, very good. That is very, very nice. So these are going to be balled up in tin foil and protected as much as I possibly can. I don't really need any more composite. That's not, that piece might go back because they're a little fragile, and the rest is just not, it's not good. The ratio is off for me. Sarah found some very cool stuff. Very cool. And we'll get all of these guys tucked away. They're so much taller than me. What do you think of Beech Creek Quarry?
There's a lot here.
There is a lot here, and it's very easy pickings. I do think coming here now, like we're at the end of April, that would probably be ideal. Like in the springtime, you know, we were maybe, you go up in elevation on 395 about 500 feet in elevation right now, and there's just like snow. There's snow. So we're some of the first people here this year. Maybe we're the only people coming here this year. I don't know. But yeah, in relatively short order, we filled our table, and we will get these things cleaned up, and I will show them to you back in the shop. Back from the Beech Creek Quarry, and I could not be happier, everybody. I really enjoyed that location. It was very cool to see kind of like, see it today. Take the photos of the past and stand there and take a picture today and see how these kind of stack up against each other. There sure is a lot more trees now. There's a lot more trees. So in this bin right here, this is the material that I've already kind of broken up and searched through some. And obviously, you know, you can look at this and be like, well, there's clearly more vugs and stuff in this that could be looked at under the microscope. This right here is material that I have already kind of processed out. Some of the stuff that I have found is like these very beautiful small blue balls of Thompsonite, which I think is very, very impressive to see. They're very bright, very distinctive, and I'm very happy about that. As well as a bunch of different analcime, where it's got like, it's water clear, so it's hard to photograph, okay? Because you kind of see whatever is underneath it. Now, out there is analcime after copper. So there's copper with analcime grown over it, and it's like trapped in there. I haven't found any of that yet, but I do want to go back, if I don't have any here, and look for that. A lot of different analcime, which is very, very cool to see. We have some Levine crystals. I could have I would like to have gotten some better Levine. I got some nice blades in there. It's pretty. I like it. It's good in that sense, but it could have found better stuff. We'll probably go back in hopes of getting that analcime and some more Levine, as well as some composite, which is kind of crazy to see. I'm just very, very happy with this material. It's very beautiful, and I think with that said, we're going to leave this one here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll stay tuned on the website listing for this location as I mount more, clean more stuff, take more photos. There will be photos up there, and I'll keep that up to date. All right, everybody, y'all take care, and I'll catch you on the next video.